What's up YouTube? My name is Danny and I thought I'd start this YouTube channel to talk about things that I really love, such as film photography. Now this channel is going to be geared mostly towards gear reviews and things like that I've used over time and I've learned that are some of the best tools to use. Now one of my favorite cameras to use in my camera bag is the Mamiya RB67. Now the Mamiya is one of my favorite cameras because it just has this form factor and this quality that is super awesome. I just love every image that comes out of it. Sometimes I do make mistakes here and there, but that doesn't seem to be the camera's fault and it's more me metering. But overall, I just really love the image quality that comes out of this camera, and I thought I'd share some of the things that I really love about it with you guys and some negatives that I think might affect whether you buy this camera or not. Now the Mamiya is awesome when it comes to quality in both build and image quality. I really love the fact that this camera is mostly made out of metal, but on top of that, everything just seems to be well built and well managed. Now I have had some issues here and there with the film bags, but overall I found that most of it is just because of the plastic parts. Most of the metal parts on this camera seem to be very efficient and last for long periods of time. Now the camera is fully mechanical, so you don't have to worry about anything electronic inside of it, but overall it's just an amazing camera built on the outside. The Mamiya RB67 has amazing image quality, and in my opinion some of my best images have come off of this camera. Now, instead of me telling you what it's like, I'm gonna actually let the camera speak for itself and show you some of the images I've taken with this camera. The Mamiya RB67 has a lot of different things that you can add to it that really personalizes the camera to yourself. A part of the features of the camera is that it's fully modular, so it means that you can switch out all the pieces on the camera. Now that means you could switch out the waist level viewfinder for a prism, or you could switch out the rotating back for a Polaroid back. So there are a lot of different things you could buy for the camera that will help you make it more and more personal to what you need and who you are. Also, the camera has two more features that really help with just workflow. For instance, its waist level viewfinder has a magnifying glass that can help you focus in a lot tighter and a lot closer, and then you can flip it down to compose the shot. Also, the rotating back flips between portrait and landscape mode. So if you really have to do that quick switch in the middle of a portrait shoot, you don't have to flip the camera completely to get the shot. You just have to rotate the back. So that's really helpful with workflow, and it makes everything a lot quicker with the camera, which I really love and enjoy with this camera. I love this camera, but it does have its cons. For example, setting up a strobe system is kind of difficult on this camera. You have to get other tools and other wires to be able to get this thing to work. Now, I do know there are people out there who have found workarounds to these things, but it's just something I'm not willing to put through because I mostly shoot natural light with this camera and I use reflectors to bend any light I need to bend. Now, aside from that, the camera also is very big and clunky. It's not a camera I want to carry around all day because it's gonna weigh on my neck and it's gonna weigh on my shoulder wherever I have it strapped to. It's a camera that you want to take on studio shoots or maybe just an art project out on the streets or something like that. This is a very versatile camera, but it's not versatile in where you can take it unless you're willing to take it on maybe a mountain hike or something, or maybe just lug it around all day. Personally, that's just not me, and I'd rather just take this camera whenever I intend to use it. So it's a camera that is really intentional in its use. Overall, I really love the Mamiya RB67. Everything from its image quality to the fully modular system has just helped me personalize this camera to my needs and what I want to shoot. So it's really just influenced a lot of my photography. It's not only a camera, but it's also just pushed me to challenge myself and really push myself to become a better photographer and learn more and more about photography. Personally, it's actually made me fall in love with photography again after a really long time where I just wasn't feeling it anymore. So this camera, in the last year that I've owned it, I've taken many shots and I have loved a lot of these shots. So here are some of my favorite shots that I've taken with this.